Welcome back to another episode of the Disabled Diva podcast. I am your host, Cynthia, and today we're delving into a topic that many of us living with chronic illness can relate to all too well. The complex and often overwhelming emotion of guilt. Chronic illness has a way of bringing a whirlwind of emotions into our lives, and guilt is a prominent one. We often find ourselves grappling with a variety of reasons for feeling guilty, and they can range from the obvious to the unexpectedly subtle. First and foremost, there's the guilt for simply getting sick in the first place. We didn't choose this path, yet we can't help but feel a sense of responsibility for our condition. Then there's the guilt for being sick, which can be incredibly challenging to shake off. We may feel like a burden to our loved ones, unable to do what we once could. Guilt also haunts us when we're forced to cancel plans. Those last-minute cancellations can leave us feeling like unreliable friends, even though we'd give anything just to be able to follow through. And then there's the yearning for the person we used to be, the person our friends and family remember before illness struck. We feel guilty for not being that person anymore, as if it's something within our control. But here's where it gets tricky. We often feel guilty for being happy too. The simple joys in life can make us hesitate to express our happiness for fear of being misunderstood as healed. Guilt may strike when we have a supportive spouse or partner. We wonder why we're the lucky ones, while others in our chronic illness community may not have that same level of support. Lastly, there's that nagging guilt of feeling like we are giving up when we decide to enjoy our lives and live within our limitations. Society's expectations, they can weigh heavy on our shoulders, making us feel like we should always be striving for more. So what can we do to deal with this chronic illness guilt that seems to shadow us at every turn? First and foremost, it's essential to acknowledge that guilt is a natural part of the chronic illness experience. It's okay to feel these emotions. They're a testament to our humanity. Secondly, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself and recognize that you are doing the best that you can with the hand that you've been dealt. Seek support from fellow chronic illness warriors. Sharing your experiences with those who truly understand can help alleviate feelings of isolation and guilt. And lastly, focus on your unique journey. Remember that you are not defined by your illness, and your happiness is a valid and essential part of your life. Chronic illness guilt is a complex emotion, but with time, self-compassion, and the support of your community, it is possible to break free from its grip. That's it for today's episode of the Disabled Divas podcast. Thank you for joining me on this important discussion, and remember, you are not alone in this journey, and your feelings are valid. Until next time, take care, be kind to yourself, and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.